So, there I was, in a 2v2 situation. Except, it wasn't me. It was a potential cheater in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and it was my job to find out if he was cheating, or if he was just a normal player. Welcome to another episode of CSGO Overwatch. So a typical session of cheater watching or cheater catching will look like this. I'll download the evidence, review the evidence, and if they're not obviously spin botting, then obviously we'll go for it and I'll make this video because no one wants to see a load of spin botters just spinning around, being boring. And yeah, I think this month as well, I've done over 100 cases. So we're definitely catching more cheaters who aren't just spin botters and getting some interesting cases. And hopefully I can bring more of those to you guys. Now, lucky for this guy and everyone else in the CS community, this guy was definitely not hacking. He was hitting pretty average shots, you know, getting a few kills, but the opposition were going to the same place every time, so they made it obvious for this guy to essentially look where he was looking and kill them. Nothing really suspicious, and this case was kind of a slam dunk for this guy to continue playing the game because he wasn't cheating in my eyes. You may disagree, but put that down in the comments. But for me, he was pretty average in terms of his shots. There was only really one through the smoke, but apart from that, nothing really bad. And that is the first case done. Now this second case, he was not so nice to his opposition. And again, I always say a telltale sign is how aggressive they are. And this guy was especially aggressive, as you can see from this pistol round. And he does not stop there with his long antics. As you can see, chucks a nade and then beams the guy right there. Other guy goes for the scout, goes for the re-peek, and he is straight out of the game. Now, at this point, I thought, okay, he's had a few good shots, but maybe he could, you know, just be lucky at the moment. And then he makes that mistake, and I'm thinking, okay, he's definitely not an amazing player, but he's hitting some good shots still. So at this point, I'm thinking aim hacks, maybe wall hacks based on that speed. And again there. Yeah, absolute madness. And I think he knows he has bomb, but I'm not quite sure there. Yeah, obviously as well, he's moved position from car to mid, which is obviously better to view if either you have hacks and you know when the enemy are coming, or if you just have aim hack. And obviously you can shoot first essentially and you know if someone's there, your target's going to hit. But yeah, this man just has no regard for human life. There, another one. I think he's on a 4K here. But yeah, that is pretty much it. For me, at least he had an aim hack. That's what I could 100% say. And that's why I give him. So now, the third case here. This involves an interesting one. First of all, he's got a negative for the first round, but he's holding banana, which is usually either one, hard to tell, or it's really easy to tell because the opposition will throw a smoke and they'll retreat, and then someone like Graveyard is where they'll play and they'll just shoot through that smoke, and there's not really much you can do about it. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. Obviously, he's starting off strong with the negative and a few other weapons here. We'll see where he goes from there. So I always think it's important to show the misses as well, and here he has a few. So obviously he missed that first shot and he swings out, gets the other guy. Now here I thought if he is a cheat, he's going to get him. He's actually running forward and he misses that. So he has missed a few shots so far, to be fair to him. And again, you know, for me, I'm just trying to find out if he's a cheater. Like this shot here, it didn't look like he was there. And he gets his second guy here with a nice headshot, and he's definitely being aggressive when he's going into the clutch. But he's not always winning them like you see here. But he does see the guy, doesn't get it though. So I'm going to keep an eye out if he is or isn't a cheater. You know, it's not just trying to get them caught all the time and having a prejudice against them. So nice little flash there though. We'll see if he gets anything down banana this time. Misses those two shots. I think he actually hits one. I lied. He's just spamming it there. But the next few clips kind of show me what I'm actually looking at. And you'll see it pretty soon as he gets swung around the corner there. Misses a few deagle shots. Obviously, I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's aim hacking or wall hacking. But actually, what he's doing is he's just having some fun. He's using the deagle pretty much every single round. And here we have it. He starts to grief his teammate, gets a bit annoyed, swings around, and kills him there. And I think, oh, I've been looking at a griefing case all this time. Haven't had to inspect it that much. He kills his teammate right there. And that is an easy griefing case in the end. So complete opposite from what I was looking at or what I was expecting. But I guess that's why griefing's on there, right? So we get him for griefing there. Now, this case started off interesting with this kill here. And I thought, oh, we might have something. But I'm pretty sure this guy could see through walls. I won't, you know, leave you in waiting any longer. I thought he was wall hacking based on just where he knew the enemy were. And there are some really obvious pre-fires later on. But yeah, essentially, I thought he had wall hacks. And he definitely knew where the enemy were. I did think aim hack at some point. But then he also whiffs a lot of shots. And overall, I just basically got him for that. But here are the clips if you want to watch him. Just so you can get some conclusive evidence. There are some key moments where he misses shots as well. Which is why I didn't put him down for aim hack. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide for the rest. Now, for this next case, it was a lot simpler after I saw a few rounds. As you can see here, the guy's just tapping away for one. And the more kind of giveaway was the pre-fire. The pre-fire was real in this one. And this is what I saw in a lot of cases, in future episodes. Again, he's being aggressive. His teammate dies, but he's looking at him before, and he just shoots him straight away. That's pretty obvious. And then the kind of snap on there, bit unnatural. But yeah, for me it was more the pre-fire and how quickly he was essentially shooting. He looked at angles in which you usually wouldn't, and he is just beaming them. He's shooting everything. His aim is a little bit off in some of the kills, but he still gets the kills, which is probably crucial. He also knows kind of where the opposition are at certain times, as we'll see a bit later on the clip. Yeah, this is one, so straight for a smoke. Pretty obvious there. And then he goes for the AWP here. And I think he goes for a nice little pre-fire. We will be going for many more after he bans. So that's the pro. But yeah, this guy was pretty obvious compared to the rest in which we've looked at today. He was definitely showing off more of his hacks from what I've seen. And yeah, I definitely... At this point, I'm definitely thinking walls, and I'm really considering aim hack as well. Just based on where he aims. But again, it's hard because if you have wall hacks, then obviously it's quite easy to see where the head is. And, you know, where you're going to shoot from. So where you're essentially going to pre-fire from. He actually misses the first bullet there. So again, you know, put more doubt in my head. But there's a few clips where we get a bit more obvious. But yeah, here again. Just shoot him before he's even essentially gone around the corner. And he gets a tap there. And here he's just messing around. He knows he's found out. But yeah, we do put aim assist in the end just because of the high percentage of headshot. It did look like he had some B-hops earlier on, but obviously didn't show that. And up next, we have a little guy I like to call the suspect. Now, this guy starts off pretty innocent, but he ramps it up fairly quick. Here we're showing the innocent part. I was trying to actually capture some clips of him maybe not hacking because he does get caught out a few times. Obviously they're shooting through the wall, but that guy has shot. And yeah, there are moments where I thought, oh, maybe he's not cheating because He doesn't know where they are, but he definitely starts spinning around in a minute. As you can see there, I didn't know where that guy was, so I thought maybe give him the, you know, doubt. A bit of doubt in my mind. But as you can see from that two clips there, 2 kills. He starts aiming onto them, and he's definitely got some external assistance there. Yeah. Absolutely beaming through the smoke. Quick on the trigger. Gotta be legit, you know. Absolute madness. But yeah, this guy was over pretty quickly, and I get him for at least all 3 here. And that is a pretty quick, easy case. Then we have this guy, and straight away I can tell he's a new player because he's reloading after every kill. These first 2 kills kind of show it. There you go, reload after every kill. And obviously he's got the AWP, so he knows he doesn't need to do that. But I kind of got that from the first clip straight away. And this guy, I thought he was looking through walls a bit. His aim was definitely not on, and he pre-fired a few shots. And he misses some of the pre-fires actually, which is quite funny, like that one right there. But yeah, the foot stuff, you know, straight up shots. I definitely thought he was inexperienced, but the way he just knew people were there sometimes, you know, for me kind of gave it away. He didn't have the best reactions either, so he definitely relied on it based on the footage I saw. And yeah, this guy just seemed to, I mean, he obviously cared. He didn't do it every time, but they're obviously getting peaks. But yeah, there weren't many clips to be fair, but this one again, you know, it's through smoke. He's trying to get the guy at apps, and that seemed like his main corridor here. I think the guy is actually in CT spawn. He's trying to still shoot through the smoke, as you can see there. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting one for a new guy to be hacking straight away, but definitely cheating. And for our final game here, we actually have a map in which I have not played yet. Obviously it's Wingman, so we are finishing where we started off. And yeah, we're just going to jump into this one. Obviously, he's lost his teammate straight away, which is a strong start here. He's rejoined. So, I don't know, maybe he turned on his hack super quick. This guy straight away looking like a little bit of a pre-fire there. But I'm probably ruining it, but you can definitely hear footsteps quite well in here. But this guy maybe knows a few extra things, you know, you never know. But this guy definitely appears to know where the enemy are coming from. Obviously there's not many angles you can look at, but his timing is definitely on point. Actually gets dome there as well, which is very satisfying because he's pre-firing pretty much everything at this point, as this clip shows. And especially here, when the guy originally was making it, and he made some audio, but yeah, for me it's just a bit suspicious. Great pronunciation there, and like I said, I'll throw in a few clips just like that dome there to maybe remind us. But for me, I'm definitely thinking wall hacks at the moment. And right here in this final clip, I believe, is where he gets really kind of trolly and almost, I don't know if shows off is the word, but he definitely, you can see he knows where the guy's coming from, hence why he changed his position like that. It's very unnatural. Well, obviously you can hear sound, but for the first 2 bits you can't. And so for me it was very unnatural just to hear that again. You know, you see he moves. Not many players will know when that is. And he wins it, but hopefully we get him down for at least vision assistance. That is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this somewhat new format. Can't wait to get editing the rest of them, and I'll see you guys in the next one.